Hello my lovelies, it's your girl Nightmare back again with another video, and today I kind of want to introduce something new. It's one of the things I talked about during at the end of my first video, and that is of course Nightmare's Corner. And this is just kind of like how do I say it, my stress relief. Either I'm ranting about something or I'm praising about something. Could be anything between Halloween candy or seasonal fall goodies to films to any aspects of Halloween in general. And as my first video on this in this little, well, I shouldn't say a topic, but in this little niche little video or section, I don't know what to call it. But today we are going to be talking about Halloween 4 and 5. My love for these two films is something so great. Now, some people hate 4 and 5. Some people think 4 is okay, 5 kind of sucks. Some people think 4 sucks and 5 is okay. I'm one of those few individuals that loves Halloween 4 and 5 together. They are good counter set pieces to each other as the same vein as Halloween 1 and 2 are, even though, Halloween 1 and 2 takes place on the same night, even though they were shot, 2 years apart, no, 3 years apart, and Halloween 4 and 5 are a year apart from each other. Now, with Halloween 4, I actually watched it during Fear Fest, well, when it was called Monster Fest, rather. And I saw like clips and bits and pieces from it before watching it as a whole. And I really sympathized with Jamie, the little girl in the movie. Now, I was very much like Jamie. Everything scared me about Halloween. I did not want anything to do with Halloween. I just wanted to go trick or treating just for the candy. Halloween was nothing to me. For Jamie, it was almost like the same thing, but she knew something terrible will happen on Halloween. And, terrible thing that happened on Halloween is her uncle will, come and get her eventually, or in her case, the boogeyman, before she found out it was her uncle. Because, yes, Jamie didn't find out that Michael Myers was her uncle until, I believe, halfway through the movie when Sheriff Meeker and Dr. Loomis came and got her and Rachel in the cop car and probably explained the whole situation to them. Because, if some cop is trying to look for you on Halloween night, I'm sure they're going to explain why they are looking for you. And that just kind of like, oh my god, her and me are like twinsies at that point, because I was very much like that. I was scared of everything. The boogeyman to me was Freddy Krueger, but it's in the same vein. But, Halloween 5, while it took some changes, I still thought it was an interesting movie. I don't hate it as much as I do 6 through Resurrection, or rather the Rob Zombie movies. I'm not saying it's as great as 4, but it's a good movie, especially since Danielle Harris really carries herself through that movie pretty well, being a young child actor in a horror movie. And some of the scenes in 5 are pretty intense, so kudos on Danielle Harris's parts. Now, what I love, and I do mean what I love about Halloween 4 and 5, is the atmosphere. Now, no offense, I know I'm going to get a lot of slack, but Halloween, the original Halloween, does not feel like a Halloween set movie. What do I mean by that? I mean that while it's technically set on Halloween, it doesn't feel like it's set on Halloween, if that makes sense. Yes, we do see a couple of, groups of trick or treaters going by, excuse me, going by. We do see a couple of pumpkins, but, that was it for the most part. And of course, the horror movie marathon. But it didn't have the atmosphere. It didn't have that fun feel. It just felt like, the Halloween aspects of Halloween was an afterthought. And I know it was on a shoestring budget, and after they written the scripts for the Babysitter Murders, they just did Ernie Oblongs, I believe. Arwen Oblongs, I think his name is, suggested to John Carpenter to change names from Babysitter Murders to Halloween, just to kind of, get that more of an atmospheric effect to it and that creepy sort of feel. But I don't feel it in Halloween, the original Halloween. I felt it in 2. There are, just subtleties with 2, like the decorations and more kids going out trick or treating and all of that. Excuse me. 3, I really didn't feel it that much, but it was because it was set in. It wasn't really a Halloween set movie. It was taking place starting on October 23rd through Halloween, and the last bit of the movie feel like Halloween. But with Halloween 4 and 5, it really does feel all the way through Halloween. You have little aspects from, the drugstore that Jamie and Rachel goes to get Jamie's costumes with, all the extra costumes that are left over for the last minute kids who are deciding to go trick or treating, and then the kids, throwing toilet paper over trees, the decorations, the adults at the bar, and all those little things. I think those are fantastic little choices, and it just feels more Halloweeny in those 2 movies. And I think it's because we're looking at it from a child aspects. If we're following it from with Halloween 1, 2, 3, we're following it from an adult aspects, but through Halloween 4 and 5, we see it through Jamie's world, like the whole trick or treating and all that, getting dressed up, getting excited to go trick or treating, and all that. We saw it with all the kids in the movies, so it feels more like a proper Halloween movie. Not to say that, Halloween 4 and 5 doesn't have its faults, but I personally enjoy it the way it is. Thanks to those 2 films, I, got into the horror genre more, or rather the slasher genre. I actually started watching the rest of the Halloween movies. Yes, even 6 through the Rob Zombie remakes, and then I went on to the Friday 13th movies, and then eventually I made my way to the Nightmare on Elm Street movies, and I have to thank Halloween 4 and 5 for doing that for me, because I don't think I would have gotten into horror if it wasn't for those 2 movies. So what are your guys', opinions on Halloween 4 and 5? Do you love it? Do you hate it? Are you met on it? Do you share my opinion that is more of a Halloween film? Um, unlike the other 3 movies that came before it, or the other 3 movies that came after Halloween 4 and 5, please let me know in the comments section down below, and give me some topic ideas I can talk about, you guys. We're all one big, happy, spoopy family here. I kind of watch your, comments and all that. So, until next time, my lovelies, I will see y'all later. Bye bye!